Yeah, remember the woods? This is the area where this is next door to where I live. You know, we have this wall right here, parted from it. This is the area where the homeless, the drug addicts, the drug dealers, you name it, they all used to be in here. They used to be in here. But the other day, as a matter of fact, yesterday, while I was out with Mr. Hustle, you know, they had some people in here with their vehicles and they were cutting down the grass and cleaning up the area. So I guess they're getting ready to do something with all of this right here, you know. With all of this, it goes all the way up, all the way down there. Yeah, so you can see little areas where it's cleared, you know, the bush is not high like in some other areas. That's where they were clearing up, you know, cutting the grass and stuff. It was mighty noisy, you know me. I'm very nosy. I was like trying to peek over this wall. So I saw, you know, and as you can see, that's some kind of plastic right there, you know, like when the homeless used to live in here, you know, they used to have a tents and makeshift tents. They use the plastic for coverage, you know, from the rain and stuff. Yeah, they used to actually live in here for real. I don't know how they did it, but they used to live in here. You know, I used to be like, I said to the Marine, you know, he passed away. I used to say to him, well, aren't there snakes in there? How the hell can anybody live out in these woods? He said, nah, there ain't no snakes in there. Miss Jen, he was like, Miss Jen, you know, I was in the Marine, you know, I used to do recon. So, you know, I already went in them woods and I reconned the area. I said, Negro, you are not in the military anymore. What are you talking about? You reconned the area. He was like, I did. You know, I'm a Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine. I said, yeah, I hear that. But you ain't had to do that. Nobody sent you out there on assignment. He said, well, you know, I had to do that. But as we all know, well, y'all don't know, he used to be smoking his crap too. So that's where he used to go in there and buy his stuff and smoke his stuff, I was told by some of his friends. So that's why he was in there reconning the area. A slick Rick. He was a nice man. Rest in peace. I hope you're not smoking up there wherever you are. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, there was another man, an elderly man. He used to live in my building too. But they put him out. He was like in his 80s. He used to go in these woods too. And guess what? This man used to use one of those walkers. He was slightly disabled. But he used to be taking his little butt in these woods. Come to find out, I don't know what he was doing up in there. I don't know if he smoked or not, but he was right up in these places. He told me. I said, well, what the heck you going up in there for? You pushing around this little walker, somebody can knock you down and take your little money. He was like, yeah, I know, I gotta stop going in there. So the Marine guy said, you know what he was looking for. He was looking for a lady. I was like, what? I said, you men are too much. And then he started laughing when the Marine said that. I said, oh my God, y'all are just too much. So anyway, they put him out because he had this young girl that used to come to his house. I thought she used to be cleaning his house or something for him. She had looked kind of homeless, you know. She didn't look too kosher. But come to find out, she was homeless And he used to pay her to come there, you know, to make him feel nice, if you get what I'm saying. So they watched her on camera going into his apartment wee hours, hours that the building was closed. So, you know, they kept an eye on that because they are very particular here. And he got put out of his own apartment because of this lady. Mind you, he used to live in a shelter, and he got in this apartment through the shelter, you know, because, you know, they all have the hookups and stuff like that. So, like I said, this building is not just with military, it has regular civilians in here and stuff like that. And like I said, a lot of people in the shelters, some are veterans too, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he told me he was born here in Florida. He lived here all his life. And excuse me. He didn't really give me his bio, but he was a nice old man. I don't know if he's still alive. Um, he don't look like he smoked or drink or nothing like that. He seemed okay, you know. Just that he had to walk and stuff like that. But you know, people, you gotta be wise. Don't be doing stupid things to get put out of your apartment. These apartments here are very beautiful. They are magnificent. He had a 1 bedroom, and Mr. Marine had a 2 bedroom. They gave him a 2 bedroom like they gave me. Mr. Marine, he was like, well, I told Miss Debbie I didn't want a 2 bedroom when I first moved in. I just wanted a 1. She told me I could have a 2. I said, well, you're stupid. You should have just not say nothing. He said, well, I didn't have a choice. She told me she was giving it to me and I took it. But I have all that room and it's just me. I said, man, please be satisfied. Be happy that you got a 2 bedroom. You can move around in your apartment. Do whatever you want to do. It's not like a 1 bedroom that you're going to be like just in the bedroom sometimes, in the living room, and then you be like bored. And if you have other stuff or you got company, you know, they don't have to come and stay in your room. They could stay in the other room. So, you know, he had a brother that was going to come visit him, but unfortunately he passed away before the brother even came because the brother was going to stay a little while with him. And he was something else. That Marine was something else. He had me cracking up. He was trying to get with me too. I was like, hell no. He wanted to get married. He was talking about, oh, I had 4 wives. I mentioned this in a video before. You're going to be number 5. I was like, you're the problem. You have 4 wives and you're not with none of them. You are the problem. He told me, no, he wasn't. He was a good man. You know, they all say that crap. But I was like, well, I'm not looking for no boyfriend. I'm not looking for no man. I'm not looking for nothing. I'm fine. I'm good. So, you know, he would always laugh when I say that. And then, you know, he said, well, you know, I got to get my stuff off. I said, well, that's your problem. Go get it off with somebody else. You know, he was something else. This man was something else. So I know he must have everybody cracking up in heaven or hell, wherever he's at. I know he got to be, because he was like the life of the party here. I kind of miss him, you know, because it's kind of dead without him. I used to come downstairs and he used to be sitting outside chatting with somebody. He was the ladies' man. They had a couple of ladies here going crazy after him. They were even jealous of me, thinking that he had something going with me. I had to put this lady in her daggone place. Her name is Audrey, you know. She lives here still. Now she calls herself speaking to me like nothing never happened. But, you know, I didn't appreciate that. She apparently was one of his women, but she didn't want him to chat with nobody else but her. And he was continuously telling me, he told her, no, there's nothing with me and Jennifer. But you know how these men are. They be lying to their woman. So Anyway, this woman had this kind of jealousy towards me. A lot of women is jealous of me. I don't know for what. I don't want they man or they woman or they cat or they dog. I don't want nothing from nobody. You know what I'm saying? But these people are too much. These women are too much. I know there's a lot of you out here that be having that kind of same problem. You have to put these women in their place. When they start they shit, you gotta, excuse me for cursing, you gotta put them in their place. Because if they supposedly have a man and the man is trying to get with other women, it's obvious that he don't give a shit about you. He don't. He just coming by to get his groove on and then go get it from somebody else. They have a lot of men out here that do that. A lot of men out here are dogs. I'm not saying all men are dogs now. Get it right now, men. But it's true. And he was one, and he would tell you, because I told him, I said, you get around too much. You need to calm yourself down. He was like, I'm a dog. I can't help that. You know how dogs are. And so you see, he called himself a dog. And for her to be getting all upset like that, this lady crashed her car one day. I came home and my neighbor, another Marine veteran, he told me that the lady crashed her car. She ran into a light post. And the reason for that is this man was doing his crazy stuff, because there was another lady in the building that he was supposed to be messing with, they said. She looked nice and everything. She's in her 60s. She's at 60 now. But she don't even look it. She looked like she in her 50s. But they claimed that he was messing with her. I don't know. I try not to get involved in these people and their nonsense. You don't hear none of that nonsense now that he's gone anyway, The building is quiet, calm, peaceful. People mind their own business. They don't have people sitting downstairs like they were doing before, Because a lot of these folks like to gather down in the hallway, in the lobby, and chit-chat and all of this kind of stuff. Most of them was the Spanish people. So, they said, one of the ladies said that's how Spanish people are. They like to sit around and chit-chat about this body and the next body. I don't know how true that is, but these folks, they were Spanish. Some was from Puerto Rico, some was from Dominican Republic, some was from Brazil. They was just all Spanish. So, they used to just gather downstairs and be looking around at whoever come in or out the building. They used to go tell Noreen this and that and that. They have a lot of that in other buildings too, not just here. But Jessica came, and people told Jessica about what was going on. As a matter of fact, Miss Terry told me, she told Jessica, because she hated that, because whenever she came in or out the building, they used to be asking her questions. Where you coming from? What you doing? All this. But Terry never used to stand around and chit chat with them. She loved to run her mouth, but she didn't run it with the Spanish people, because she said they spoke Spanish and she didn't speak Spanish, and she didn't appreciate them speaking Spanish when she was around. I told her, I said, girl, the Haitian people do that. The Chinese do that. A lot of people that speak a different language, they do that. When they're around, they kind. And they have black folks around, they don't speak English. They try to say they don't speak English. It's very rude. We are in America, and we all should be trying to speak some kind of English. This is an English speaking country. And I remember when I was in the military, they told everyone, this is America, and the language spoken here is English. So this is the drill sergeants, and I'm talking. They would say, we don't want to hear no Spanish, no French, no Greek, no whatever, just English. So those of you that don't know how to speak English, Y'all better start getting some classes and learning it. They came straight out with it. I'm serious. And it's rude. It's very rude. Um, all you people out there that speak a different language, I'm letting y'all know right now, it's rude. It's rude to be speaking your language around people that just speak English, and y'all just be blabbing on. Lots of time y'all be talking about the person and act like it's okay. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't do that. People get offended from people doing that. Some people will come straight out and tell y'all to shut up. But some people, they bite their tongue and they don't say nothing, but they walk away feeling all down in the dumps because of that. And then they have some people that speak different language. They would speak to the other person, and then they would say, "Excuse me," and then they would explain to the person what they were talking about. Now, that's the way you should do it, but not just blabbing on, blabbing on, blabbing on, and this person don't even know what you're saying. You make them feel like lowered in the ground. That's very disrespectful. So this is what was going on over here. So Jessica, she's Spanish too, but she put all of that stuff under the bridge. She told all of them. She had a meeting. I wasn't here. She had a meeting, and she locked all of that stuff down. So Jessica's not here anymore. They got rid of her because she was trying to enforce rules that weren't even set. But we have a new one now. I don't remember her name. She's Spanish too, but she seemed okay. But they always seem okay in the beginning, and then afterwards it's some problem. But she seemed okay. Anyway, all of that stopped. This group can't sit down there and chit chat no more and hang out till late and watch everything that go on and report it. They can't do that no more. So the lobby is very quiet and stuff like that. Okay, we going, Mr. Hustle. You hear him barking? He's ready to go. Look at him. Look at him. Yeah. So as I'm talking, I'm looking at this I forgot what you call them. This animal. They like to go in the garbage and eat the food and stuff like that. If you know the name, you can put it in the comment. I don't remember the name, but these creatures, some of them are big. This one is kind of little. He's over there. He's eating something. There's a container underground. So maybe some disgusting person dropped their plate with food over there. Now they have garbage cans for these people. See, he's running away. He's running away. Yeah, he just went right under the wall because there's an opening, and he went back. Yeah, that's that animal. I forgot what you call them. They come out in the nighttime. I'm surprised seeing him out now because it's early, but nobody is around. They come out in the nighttime and they go into your garbage cans and stuff like that. Yeah. So he just ran under the wall. There's a little opening over there, so he ran under it and went back. They have a face that looks like a wolf, shaped like a wolf, but their head is really small. I can't remember the name. Oh my God. Yeah, that's the first time I saw one over here because I never really see them. By my granddaughter and them, I don't see them either. But the neighbor, he claimed they be out in the nighttime, going through their garbage and stuff like that. See, my daughter, she keeps her garbage cans in the garage. But some of the people over there, they have theirs sitting on the outside. So he's the one that mentioned it to me the other day. Damn, I can't remember the name of this animal for nothing. Yeah, so You know, these people are something else. But like I said, a lot of them moved out or died. So, you know, the crowd, the group is smaller now, you know, but they don't hang around in the lobby, you know. They can't. So, and then a lot of them used to like to sit in front of the building because they have benches in front of the building. So, Jessica stopped all of that. She stopped all of that before she got kicked out of here. That's what I was told by Miss Terry. Terry seemed to know everything. So, yeah, and that's good because I hate to see the sign say no loitering. Why would you be loitering in the hallway and want to loiter in the front? You know, the seats are there in case people have to wait for their ride or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or have to be picked up or drop off or something, you know. They're not there for you to be just sitting out there lounging around. If you want to lounge around, they have benches on the outside where you could sit. There's no smoke in here, so you can't smoke on the premises. If you want to smoke, take your butt out in the street. And you know, they have a shed over here by the pool where you can sit under there and you can relax if you want to. But and it's no smoking, but like I said, you know, they had a few that used to go under there, play their music. I'm talking about black people now. Play their music, the men play their music and want to smoke their weed and roll up their stuff. A couple of Spanish was in the group because I used to see them from my window, you know, and they would be under there wanting to play their music and stuff. No, honey, this is not the place to do all of that. You can't do that. So all of that is stopped because they report it and they have the cameras that see all of this stuff. I don't know these people. See, when Noreen was here, we were told that the cameras weren't working. So, you know, they want to know. Oh boy, here comes the thing again. I forgot the name. It came back again. You know, they scavengers. They love to eat the food off the ground, stuff like that. It's looking around. They really sneaky. Look, he's peeking. He in the bowl again, the container. I don't know if y'all can see him. I can't go too close because he'll run. They run really fast, and then you have to be careful being too close because they would jump on you and bite you, you know. And these things carry diseases and stuff. I can't remember the damn name. Jesus, Lord, help me. Just looking over here and just a chewing away. Yeah. Yeah, you know, and they will be sitting under there. Good morning, people. Good morning, neighbors. Come here. What you call this? What you call this animal? You know the ones that come out and they eat the food? Oh yeah, a raccoon, people. It's a raccoon. Oh my God, I can remember that name. These are my neighbors. This is the Marine right here. This is a Marine right here, retired Marine. He's a major. Check him out. Say hello, Winston.
Hello.
He's from Guyana.
Hey, baby.
Hi, how you doing?
How you doing?
And this is my friend here, his
Hello,
wife. Say
how you
hello. You're a
doing?
YouTube girl.
I'm from Chicago.
Say happy
baby.
holiday.
Chicago.
Yeah, she's from Chicago. Yeah, where
Representing there.
yeah, where
Southside.
yeah, Southside.
Southside.
That's
Yeah,
where
Southside.
what's her name?
What you want?
Jennifer Hudson and
and
Barack Obama's wife.
yeah,
they from there
that
because
part
they
area,
they
baby.
they were
Louis
on her
Farrakhan,
show and they
baby.
were saying it.
Yes,
yeah,
I
check her
love
out.
that.
Check her out.
Yes, yes. That's what's up, baby.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
All right, my love.
Okay, have a good day. Yeah, you know she's going to work now, you know. So Winston is driving her to drop her off. And she's not really his wife. This is what she told me, you know. I don't know. She said she takes care of him. He was married to her sister, this is a story she told me. He was married to her sister. She's a Gemini, and her sister passed away, and the sister, before she died, she asked her to do her one wish, take care of him for her, so she tells people that they're husband and wife, but she said they're not. I was like, okay. So Winston, he have PTSD really bad. He was in the war and stuff like that. He's a colonel, retired colonel, and he was in the war and stuff like that. So she said he suffers with it really bad. I don't know what else he have, but she said he suffers with it really bad. So he needs somebody to take care of him. So that was nice of her doing that for her sister. Yeah. But they nice people, They live on my floor, a couple of doors away. And let me tell you this is crazy. I went by her house one day. Oh my God. And she had this fish tank, this huge fish tank in her house. And she said she had it covered. So I was like, well, why you have the fish tank covered? So she said, I have a snake in there. I said, girl, what? I said, you can't have no shit like that up in here. Excuse me for cursing. She said, oh, it's just a little snake. I said, little snake? I said, if that sucker get loose, girl, are you freaking nuts? I backed my ass up. Excuse me for cursing. See ya. I backed my butt up to the door. I said, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. She was like, it's in a fish tank. It's not going to bother you. You want to see it? I said, hell no, I don't want to see it. I said, girl, you better get that sucker out of here. So she got rid of it. But boy, that's why I don't go to people's houses, because you don't know what the heck they have up in their house. You don't know. And a lot of people be having these damn snakes up in their house. They not supposed to have them in there, but they be sneaking them in. And when they get tired of them, they let them loose. Some of them put them in a toilet bowl and flush them, but these suckers don't go down. They be finding their way through the pipe to somebody else's apartment. And this is my other neighbor with their daughter. He's from New York. Yeah, they be flushing these suckers down, thinking that they gone, and these things be climbing through the pipes and going into other people's apartments. They be little, but they grow. And, they can be people. You got to be careful out here. People are too much. I'm telling you. Now, mind you, she is scared of roaches. She is scared of freaking roaches, but she not scared of a goddamn snake. Can you make some sense out of that? One day, it was this man. I told y'all I have a lot of stories. It's this other Marine, not Marine, he's a Navy veteran. His vehicle is over there. I'll tell y'all about him too. He's big, he's huge. Not fat, but kind of big. And, he walks around strapped all the time. He carries a Ruger. Anyway, he have license to carry. So he walks around with his big Ruger. And this man, he dresses just out of the ordinary. Anyway, he talks a lot. He tells you all these crazy stories about the military, about the Navy and stuff like that. One minute he's a professor, he's this, he's that, all these things. I don't know if I believe half the stories he be saying. Well, a lot of people, including Winston, be saying, Winston don't even mess with him no more. They used to be friends, but Winston stay away from him because If he comes around you, he'll keep you talk. He just a chatting all the time, and he's so loud, and oh my God. So anyway, you know, he has a dog. His dog name is Spanky. He looked like he ain't bathed the dog in God knows how long. Anyway, you know, he walks with this walker too. He walks good by himself, but he uses a walker because he also has a lot of disability too. And I think he suffered with PTSD and all different kinds. He got mental issues, put it like that. So, you know, he goes to the VA and stuff like that. And this man has so many stories. Oh my God, he could write a book. He claimed he's into this, he got some religious thing going on, you know. He has a lot of people that follow him from Pakistan, from all over the world and kind of stuff like that. And he just has so many issues. But this man, one day, you know, we were going to pick up food because, you know, he also joined Soldier Angels, you know. That's the food pantry that I go to sometimes. You know, the military, you know, they give out food to the veterans and military personnel and stuff like that. So it's once a month. You have to get it quick when it comes through on your phone, otherwise you lose out. Like I lost out this month and I lost out last month and the month before, because when they send it through, you know, I'm always doing something. My phone is not close to me, so I don't be checking, and then I forget, you know, and I lose out. But it's all good. Anyway, you know, you know, he asked me, he was like, Miss Jen, you going, you know? So I was like, yeah, you know. He said, you know, I'll give you a ride, because Jerry usually would take me. And Jerry, his car wasn't working. So his name is Ralph. So he said he'll take me. So I was like, I was kind of undecided about riding with him because his vehicle don't look too kosher on the inside. But, you know, I was like, oh, well, what the hell. So I got a ride with him. I thank him for the ride. I gave him some gas money, but I wish I had never rode with him. We went down there. The man was talking up a storm to all these other retired veterans and stuff. Instead of him driving up the way he's supposed to drive up, he's stopping and running his mouth. So the people have to tell him, come on, move up, move up. Then when we finish getting our food and stuff like that, he decides to go to this park because he wants to take Spanky in the park. So we was in the park and he met this lady and he was running his mouth with her too, telling her the same crazy stories that he tells everybody about when he was in the Navy and they did him wrong and all this kind of stuff. They owe him money, all this shit. And then he decided, let's go. You know, I didn't want to be rude and tell him, come on, let's go. You know, I didn't have to go anywhere. No, I did. I had to go to the VA hospital, to the VA clinic to see my doctor. So after he came from the park, you know, he dropped me. He brought me home and I put my food away. And when I got back here, oh my God, I went upstairs. You should have seen my shirt. I wore this baby blue t-shirt. My t-shirt was clean. When I got back home, when I got out his vehicle, my t-shirt was so dirty. You would have sworn that I was working out in the field doing all this kind of hard labor and stuff like that. I was like, never again, never again. This is what I get for taking a ride from someone that they inside of their car looked like hell. So when I was telling my granddaughter about it, she was just a cracking up. She was cracking up. I was like, never again. So I never rode with um with Ralph again, but I see him from time to time because he comes out with his dog and stuff like that. He always asks me if he see me going somewhere. He was like, Miss Jen, where you going? I'll give you a ride. I was like, I'm okay. Thank you. I'm okay. Hell no, I'm not getting back in his vehicle again. The vehicle is dirty. He don't clean it. He just don't clean it. It don't smell stink, but it's just dirty. I can imagine what his apartment looked like. One time, I had gotten some food and I was giving it to him. I went to his apartment. I told him I was bringing it. So, I went to his apartment, but I didn't go inside. He opened the door like halfway. So I didn't really get to see what it looked like inside, but I can imagine it must be a sight to see. Because he looks like one of those people that have a lot of stuff, like a hoarder. He looks like that type because his vehicle inside is like that. So if his vehicle looks like that, I can imagine what his whole apartment looked like. Oh my God. Anyway, I'm going to end my story. I have to save the rest for another time. I will chat with you folks another time. Peace out. Have a good day. Happy Monday.